Ladies and gentlemen, time marches on, and we swiftly come to Chapter 8 of Flowery Monk from Water Margin. Please like and subscribe so that I will do better next time. Thank you. Last chapter, we talked about the new monk Lu Jishen was drunken and now staggering towards the monastery gate. The two monks who kept the gate had seen him from afar, and now they appeared at the gate with supple canes of split bamboo in their hands, barring his way. "Hey, you are a follower of the Lord Buddha. What do you mean by coming back rolling drunk? You've got eyes, haven't you? You must have seen the warning. That posted in the shops is simple enough. Any monk who breaks the rule and drinks wine will get 40 strokes of the cane and be driven out of the monastery. If the door keepers let him in, they also get 10. So you better get back down the mountain. At least you run away the beating." Well now, partially because Lu Jishen was a new monk, and partially because his old character had not yet been transformed, he stared at them in the eye and roared, "You asshole scallywag! So you want to fight with me, do you? Ha ha! Come on then! It's a great pleasure!" The doorkeepers realized the affair was going to be odd. One of them shot off to inform the director. The other brandished his bamboo cane and prepared to repel Lu Jishen. The latter parried the cane and, separating his fingers, gave the doorkeeper a single blow which sent him flying head over heels. When he was trying to get up, Jishen gave him another which left him by the gate in a heap, crying for mercy. "All right, I'll let you go this time, you yahoo!" Lu Jishen then scattered off into the monastery. Well, when the priya inside heard the doorkeeper's report, he immediately called out servants, workers, porters, and chair bearers, 30 or more men who came running along the western gallery to face Lu Jishen. They all armed with white staves. When he saw them coming, he let out a big roar, like a thunderclap, and bounded towards them. Bang, 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 taking huge strides. They never knew that Jishen was a former soldier, but now they saw his ferociousness. They hastily took refuge in the hall. "Let's run! Closing both doors. Lu Jishen now leapt up the steps, and with one blow of his fist and a single kick, broke down the doors. 20 or 30 men were caught inside. Shijin. No, Shijin is not here. It's Lu Jishen grabbed a stick and drove them out. At this moment, the novice master had informed the abbot, who now, with some senior rank monks, appeared in the corridor and shouted, Jishen, where is your respect? Oh, though he was drunk, Lu Jishen recognized the abbot's voice. Throwing away his stick, he came forward to show obeisance. He pointed in the direction of gallery. He said, I just took a couple of wine. Did nothing to provoke them. They got some others and all came to attack me. For my sake, go and sleep now. We'll talk about it in the morning. The abbot gave a command. It's only out of consideration for you, Father Abbot. Otherwise, I'll beat this bunch of donkeys to death. Well, the abbot told some junior monks to help Jishen to the meditation couch. There, he couldn't help collapse and fell asleep, snoring noisily. Of course, the wine works in his head most at that moment. A good many of the senior monks then surrounded the abbot. We warned you before, Father Abbot. And now what about all this? How can we keep a wild beast like that in our monastery? He is such a dreadful monster on the purity of our rule. Although unquestionably something a little unseemly occurred today, the spiritual achievement will come eventually. In any case, we owe it to our benefactor, Mr. Zhao. We must overlook this one little transgression. I will deliver a reprimand tomorrow. That's all that's required. Well, the monks said to each other contemptuously, what an abbot! No sense at all. And then disappeared to their own quarters. Next morning at breakfast, the abbot sent some junior monks to the meditation hall to summon Jishen. They found him still sleeping and had to rouse him. Hey, wake up! It was really a big shock when immediately he threw on his cassock and rushed barefoot out of the room. But when they chased after him and found him behind the hall, relieving himself, they just couldn't help laughing. Oh, my goodness, my goodness. Oh, as soon as he had finished washing his hands, they said, Hey, Father Abbot wants to talk to you. Jishen went with them to the abbot's quarters. Jishen, I know you were once an army officer, but our benefactor, Mr. Zhao, arranged for your ordination when I place my hands on you. I read you the 5 injunctions. Do you remember? Not to kill, not to steal, not to fornicate, not to drink wine, and not to lie. This is the rule by which we monks must live. Above all, a monk must not drink. So how is it you totally forgotten last night? You attacked the doorkeepers. You damaged the red-painted doors of the hall of the sutras. You also beat the servants and porters and chased them away, shouting in the most unseemly manner. What explanation can you give for this behavior? Jishen knelt at once and said, I won't do it again. You are a monk now. How can you break the rule against alcohol and ruin the purity of our order? If it wasn't for Mr. Zhao, I ought to expel you. Never, never do it again. Lu Jishen rose and placed his palms together. I won't. Well, the abbot was kind enough not to send him away at once, but ordered breakfast for him and continued to comfort him with good words. Before ordering him back to his quarters, he even presented him with a cassock of fine cloth and a pair of monk's sandals. So after the day of the drunken brawl, Lu Jishen did not dare leave the monastery gates for a few months. But then, suddenly, one day, when the weather had become warm, that's the day something really big was going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to know what it was? Chapter 9 is waiting for you.